Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
Oh my God, Mr. Wah! I can't believe you've done this.
Oh man, you knew I was going for it as well. After you, sir.
Nope, it's your turn.
Welcome back, everybody, to the CCG. We're here with the 70 Star Pro League. I'm the Mr. Wah. Joining me in the booth is Seren. How are you doing?
Yes.
Fantastic. We're here with another great matchup. We've got Frostbite versus Madware. And we've got them in the booth. Frostbite, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Not really warmed up, but that makes it more fun, I guess. So, ready for the race.
Alright, that's what I like to hear. Madware, how you doing?
I'm feeling kind of like the same. Let's make it more exciting. I haven't warmed up.
Oh, right.
Clueless.
We're going to be in for a fun race. Again, guys, this is 70 Star Pro League. The links are in the chat in regards to the bracket and the community-funded prize pool. These runners are playing for a chance at $505.91. You can contribute and make that prize higher by using the Matcherino link in the chat. Without further ado, runners, if you are ready, get yourselves readied up in race time. And once that counter hits 0, reset and start your runs. Good luck to both of you.
Alright, just need to make sure I have the no save file or whatever.
No worries at all.
It's me, Mario.
That's no fun.
Alright, I am good to go, I think.
Yeah.
My auto splitter isn't working, but that's whatever. I'll just start it manually.
Well, good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks. Good luck, man.
Personally, I always think it's a little bit more fun when the runners don't clear their save file, and then they go, "Oh God, I have a save file," and then we have to restart the race time lobby, and then we have to like get them both back in the race time lobby.
Yours truly, Princess.
I think that's more entertaining, personally.
I mean, yeah, but when it all goes smooth, it's also nice. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, once again, watching 2 times the most watched video game opening cutscene in speedrunning.
I like speedrunning. That's why I'm here. I'm also here to bring insightful comments like that. But yeah, both players, Frostbite was watching the stream, and I was like, yeah, Frostbite versus Madware coming up in 15 minutes or less, and he DM'd me like, wait, I have a match in 15 minutes or less? And then I was like, yes, and then I DM'd Madware, because he was offline, and I was like, you go to race in 15 minutes? And then like 10 minutes later, he's like, I just woke up. Yes, I'm here.
Whoa!
Both
And you
racers.
messaged me as well, just saying, hey, just make you aware, you got a match to commentate in 10 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, it's...
yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I've been getting in the habit of trying to remind everybody, because otherwise we have a lot of people, like, not showing up, but, check your batches, guys. Make sure you're here on time. It does help out a lot. It makes me very happy.
And what won't make Frostbite very happy is missing on bomb clip there, having to go for a second setup. Nice medium bomb there, and star grab. And already Madware has taken the lead. Madware going for Wumps 8.
Yeah, kind of a weird from me, doing WOMPS 8 in 2023, but there are people who still do it. I'm not sure why.
I mean, I still do it.
The movement to WOMPS 9 is not hard at all, and I can understand the idea of like, okay, I want to get Canonless and Owlus all the way early, but this is a race, so it doesn't really apply there either. I think in general, the idea of like losing time in routing, even if it's a very small amount of time, to more optimally resetting is not a good mentality to be in for speedrunning, but that's just me.
I think it's one of those sort of things where, again, it just depends on your play style, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a personal preference thing, and there's nothing wrong with doing it. It's just I can't get behind the Womps 8.
Yeah, I'm a big supporter of Womps 8.
Gonna have an internal clash in the commentary booth probably during this commentary session, then that's unacceptable. As
Womps 8 is... Oh, chef's kiss.
Wait, what? What are you laughing about? I'm confused.
What? Nothing? Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Alright, I won't worry about it. As madware is going for this early cycle here, does manage to snag it. A little bit of slow on the turnaround, but the blue coin is decently nice. Really interesting moves there from madware, just full on running. That was just like joystick gameplay there.
Sometimes it works. Frostbite going for all the coins in that little circle there. Nice blue coin grab there. Switch around, respawns the piranha plant for the bonk.
Alright, pretty good 100 coins from both players. Pretty decent womp so far, honestly, from each player, as madware seems to be just a little bit ahead here.
Yep, Frostbite.
Oh, well, I guess that's a bit deceiving because the Womps 8 versus Womps 9, never mind. We'll have to see after we get out of Womps. Now, specifically Womps 100 coin, you are definitely right, Hot Boy. Specifically Womps 100 coin is horrendous in races. I would honestly say that, I don't know if it's worse than TTC 100, but it's definitely like on the same playing field as TTC 100. Like they're both extremely difficult.
Is worse because you can't really skip it. Whereas you can do a route without TTC.
Yeah, I mean you could avoid it, but I mean just comparatively the two stars side by side, I think they're very similar in like TTC more large catastrophes can happen, right? But Womps is just as technical and you reset to it so often because it's like, okay, well I just lost 5 to 10 seconds at the very beginning of the run, I could just reset and go for it again. Like it can be very toxic on your mentality.
Oh, madware going for all of the movement on the top of the tower.
Gotta make sure he has all the moves unlocked. It's important.
Now we're going to find out who has the lead once madware finishes the first slide cell.
True. I think it's gonna be very close here as madware is heading down the slide, Frostbite heading up to the top of the tower. I think madware's gonna have a slight lead here, but the star spawning actually, I think it's gonna be about the same. Oh, but Frostbite taking a bonk there on the wall. And madware missing the star, so it is gonna be about the same. Pretty much a sync here as Frostbite's gonna be popping out with the Womps painting. Madware popping out into the lobby.
Yeah, it's going to be a slight difference just purely because of the movement here. But it's going to be a 5 seconds.
Yeah, I would say less.
18, 21, 22, 4 seconds, sorry.
Actually, 4.8 seconds, Mr. Wong? Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're not looking at the stat sheet? Come on.
Do you know what? Funny enough, today I haven't got both the runners up. Normally I do.
Yeah, someday we'll have a stat sheet for Mario 64. We have an extremely sick stat sheet for Super Mario Odyssey. Unfortunately, it takes an extremely large amount of effort, and the person who runs it is interested in Super Mario Odyssey, so maybe one day we'll have somebody who is willing to blindly throw away their lives like me and Matt's at speedrunning competitions, and we'll set one up. Honestly, we have like mostly the framework. It's more about like just finding people to record matches, because, you know, you have to track all the stuff like, you know, trick consistency and stuff like that. Like who got, you know, what kind of Dark World, and moving right side consistency, and there's a million things to track that you can't like automate, right? Like the run.gg, you can automate split times, but believe it or not, the run.gg cannot parse game feeds with AI and tell whether or not people got certain strategies like moving reds yet. I'm sure Joey's working on it.
One day it'll happen.
Yeah, I'm sure that's in the planning books, guaranteed.
And as both runners here in Dark World, pretty much neck and neck, Frostbite taking a burn.
Yeah, madware actually playing extremely well here so far in this race. Definitely batting above average.
Sarah, my apologies. I'll be back in just a minute.
Going for the Poverty Shake cycle, as Frostbite is just going for a normal one. Taking a bit of a amp, but not a huge deal. It's kind of the nice thing about Shake cycle is you can just take an amp. It's fine, no big deal. It's a pretty comfy cycle. It's definitely not free, but I've seen many a runner state that Shig Cycle is free, either after doing it in a race or just in general, and then seeing them in the next race and they die on Dark World trying to do Shig Cycle. I would have to argue it is in fact not free. As madware manages to hold on to the lead here, heading into the rest of lobby, which is not too long. And not too difficult, so we'll see if he's able to keep it under control as we head to basement.
Oh, apologies for that.
So sky jump here for both players. They're going for two craziest strategies here, but both of them connecting with the triple jump, so that's what matters.
And getting the box without having to take a separate ground pound.
Yeah, that's always a good time. And not bonking the box and falling off the island, because that is probably the worst time you can have doing sky jump. And we're here opting to go for the Penguin Star first, which is always the better strategy. Planning for failure. It does happen. Lots of people will die on wall kicks for work. I mean, pretty much everybody dies on that star every once in a while.
Yeah, it's one of those stars where you can get it as consistent as you want. You're still going to take that death, and it's going to shock you every time.
Yeah, believe it or not, reading a text box at the beginning of the stage is not fast. Madware does clutch it out too, so both players nabbing the single stars here in CCM. Going to be going for the 100 coin plus... Oh, we'll see if either does the slide skip actually here. It looks like Madware going to be going into the pipe. Actually baited me there, turning the camera like he was going to go straight for 100 coin, but it's going to be going for CCM 18 while Frostbite's going to go for 17, so... That's kind of a little bit scary for Frostbite, right? Because Frostbite seems to be like the kind of player that likes to warm up quite a bit before races, right? Doesn't like to really just like go in cold. I don't think it's a bad situation, but it's definitely not what I think Frostbite normally does, and Tama Plus is one thing I would definitely argue would probably help doing some warm-up before races.
Yeah, you don't want to just jump straight in with it, and especially, we spoke about this yesterday, about, you know, opting to go for a single plus in a race format is completely different from trying to go for your double plus.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely wouldn't say that going for it is a bad idea, because, like, a lot of people will warm up pretty extensively before they do a speedrun race, but honestly, like, your first game of the day in, like, any sort of video game, like, any sort of competitive video game, you're gonna kind of play with, like, this god gamer energy. You just, like, you're fresh, you're, like, there for the first, you're, like, you've been thinking about it all day, you're like, alright, I'm gonna crush it. Like, when things go well, they go really well. I've had some of my best games in, like, races or just competitive video games in general, just kind of just winging it for the first match, you know? I've never been one to warm up a ton, so... I think Frostbite could go pretty much unscathed, but we'll see what happens. It's definitely scary.
I think even the first race I ever did, like, tournament-wise, I think it was one of the ones you were... It was the 16-star one you were doing before CCG. And I didn't warm up once.
How did that go for you, though?
I think if you remember correctly, I got trounced because of the way the seeding was worked out. I wasn't going to win either way.
Wasn't that like a group stage? I feel like you had like 3 opponents.
No. That was the one done before CCG. It was based on seeding where top and bottom got put against each other. About a year before I came over here.
Huh. Well, either way, here, heading into BBH, Frostbite with a slight lead, overtaking madware in the previous stage, just by a little bit though. Madware definitely still keeping up, although having a little bit of bonkage here, going for the battle with Big Boo on the roof. Oh, I guess I didn't even calculate in my brain the route differences when I called that lead out there. I guess Madware is probably about tied or even ahead of Frostbite, at least going into the star, although this is a really shaky...
That's a bad angle.
Yeah, it's gonna work, but it's extremely risky and scary and awful, and I was worried, I'm not gonna lie. Man, the 16-star open, that's so cool. I would be totally down to host a 16-star open. It could be a good idea, honestly, to even host that yearly. I don't know, an annual 16-star event and 70-star event and 120-star event. That'd be wild.
Wait, what's that? 120 of open? Oh, that'd be crazy.
Oh, that is... Alright, so there was a lot of music going on about Tama Plus, and turns out that Frostbite is not going to nail it first try, so that's a little bit unfortunate, as Madware is headed down in the basement. And this is do or die time for Frostbite here. He's got to nail this. That's a good angle. It's the double jump, and a good angle on the ground pound, so we are in there. Shaking his head a little bit, not feeling too hot about it, but... 1 Tama death in a race. You can definitely brush that off easily. A second Tama death would be pretty brutal, and I don't want to curse it, but I might have just cursed it, but we'll see.
Alright, neck and neck.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Both going for Tama too, both getting it. Okay, that's pretty hot, honestly.
Oh, yep.
A little bit of a stutter from Madware, but that was pretty hot.
But yep, there we go. Pretty much neck and neck. Just a second difference, if that. I'm loving how close this race is.
Yeah. Madware sneaking into the Pro League and showing that he definitely belongs here. I had to basically convince him not to, like, offer up his slot to somebody else. I was like, alright, somebody dropped out at the Pro League, right? They can't play, like, that's fine. So, next logical person in line, right? We invited 2 people from the A division that placed highly, so I invited the 3rd person, Madware, and he was like, yeah, sure, I'll play. And then he was like, maybe you should invite someone else. I think he had a look at the roster and he's like, ooh, maybe you should invite someone else. I'm like, you got this, dude. Don't worry about it.
I mean, that's the thing as well, especially like if you come from the A division. Because for those that don't know, for those that are new here, we had the 70-star open before this. That ended a couple of months ago. And we had that split into divisions. We had S division, which was for those that had the faster PBs. We then had the A division, which was the next bracket down. We had the B division. Did we have a B division? We did, didn't we? And then we had a mixed division, which was for those that were some on N64, some on an emulator. And then we had emulator divisions for SA as well. All of the people in the S division got offered a place in the 70-star Pro League. Some of them weren't able to make it, so then it went down to the A division. So for those people that have come from the A division, you know, they're pushing themselves, and I love to see that. Oh, failed lava boost from Madware, taking a death there. Frostbite now has the lead.
Yeah, but as I was saying, Madware obviously is a contender here in these matches. Is not some sort of like token player that we just threw in there. Like, he's definitely competitive. Going up against somebody with a 48-47 is not easy when you have a 51-13, but you know, we're pretty much tied here in Lethal Lava Land, which is, you know, pretty much halfway through the race. Oh,
yeah, and that's the thing.
What was that?
Ooh. But yeah, no, the Pro League is invitational, so to be invited, you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm hyped for the Community Clash events to start up here. Oh, is Madware going for... Oh, wow.
Nice save there.
Yeah, actually barely getting out of that one, but didn't die, so that's a key part here.
Will there be a nice rollout of the lava flame plume though? Nope.
We're just going for the jumps. I like it. I like it. I like going for the jumps here. I think it's... We almost died. Let's just get through the star. That's all good.
Well, I mean, as you know, I'm a big fan of the rollouts over those.
Yeah, they are pretty flashy for sure.
Alright, 1-star difference. Again, not a big difference between the two runners.
Alright, so Frostbite here, heading into Fire C. At least DDD, as Madware is collecting the final star here on Lethal Lava Land, taking an extra burn, a little bit of a wonky angle there. Oh, and the bullies are absolutely ganging up on him there. Tag teaming one at a time, that is not the situation you want, but Makes it work regardless. You know, we are almost halfway through the second match of the day, and we haven't done any sub-begging. We haven't done any stream-like begging. I've been on commentary the whole time. I don't know what this commentary cast is doing, but we need to up our game, please.
I mean, I was waiting for both people to be in DDD before I started.
We're desperate. Please like the stream. I'm on my knees. I'm begging. We need the likes.
Yo, and if Seren's on his knees, you know it's serious because he's gonna struggle to get back up.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm saying you spend a lot of work working on this channel, so you're very tired. So you know, putting extra strain on yourself.
I thought you were gonna say I spent a lot of time on my knees. I was gonna have to question letting you hear the commentary.
Whoa. That too, but you know.
Oh my God, madware, take it. What? Oh, that is not a mistake I have seen potentially ever in the Super Mario 64 70-star race. Zapping himself on the chest. Oh, man. Believe it or not, you cannot swim while being zapped.
Geek, the answer is begging for you, if you have not already, to hit that like button on this stream. The like buttons help out with discoverability, help us grow as a community, and also as well, there's a lovely little subscribe button, which is absolutely free to press. You don't have to spend a penny to press it, and you'll get notified on all the races coming up.
True. Okay, Frostbite having to swim backwards only has 4 rings. Oh, that one's gonna go away pretty soon, and it has disappeared. That was a truck, I think, that just came out of his mouth there. I do believe that's what he said. As
Fire truck, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, going for the Benny strat. Let's go. I don't know if this is actually called the Benny strat, but I always call it the Benny strat because when I was starting this game, at least with 70 star, Benny came to my chat and he saw me fail on the star and he's like, all right, when you miss a ring, all you got to do is hold A. And then ever since then, I just held A and it just works every time. You go like the perfect speed. But yeah, Frostbite not happy about that one.
Got a bit of a backsub from madware. Yes, Geek, I think you personally wouldn't do it.
Yeah, like the stream, no balls. You won't do it. Okay, Frostbite with a triple jump there. A little bit of frustration coming out from Frostbite here, and a bonk! Oh, we are slipping and sliding on the moving platforms here, Frostbite. Getting a little bit flustered, perhaps, as madware is about to wrap up Mantistar, so we will be heading into Fire Sea on the right side of the screen shortly. So yeah, no early cycle for Frostbite.
Nice wall jumps there.
Ooh, and madware not able to capitalize on it either. We're going to be having a pretty slow start here to Fire Sea. Climbing up the pole, taking some dunks. Yeah. So even early cycle here for madware, you know, let alone the... Ooh, yeah, early cycle is definitely dead here. Oh, do not get stuck underneath that platform. Please. I'm literally begging. Oh my god, Frostbite. Frostbite making me nervous, dude. Frostbite's leaning over, keeps leaning over, and that's the exact pose that you see on streamers when they're about to turn off their stream. So.
It's like, yeah, I'm done.
I don't think we'd see that out of Frostbite, but it does give you a little bit of anxiety as the tournament organizer, I'm not gonna lie.
Ground pound for bad luck for madware.
Oh my god, that was almost a death.
Taking a death.
Yeah, that was so close. Alright, both these racers just gotta chill out. Like, we just gotta relax. It ain't that deep. Madware just about a Bowser fight behind now, so probably around 30-40 seconds here. This fight is relatively long, but hopefully Madware can get this throw here and keep this race pretty close going into upstairs, even considering the multiple minute PB gap. Okay. I like that Frostbite not ignoring that coin, going back for it. What Dry World Hunter coin can get out of control pretty quickly with the RNG, so when you're doing a race, you don't want to risk it too hard with the single coin at the beginning. Unless it really, you know, wants to get away from you, for sure, then you can just bail on it, but it's right there, might as well do a little loop. But it is a pretty interesting situation though in Wet Dry World Hunter coin, because you can miss one coin and still have enough with the intended routing. But even if you miss 2 or 3 or 4, you can just go for that box right to the left of the star, and it's not too slow of a backup. So it's kind of a weird situation where it's like, is it really worth, you know, turning around to grab this coin? Even though it's right there, it might not actually be that useful of a scenario. Just as I said that, Madware going to be ignoring the coin there. I think it's fair either way, honestly. Because right, if you loop back for that early coin and then you end up missing another coin, then it's like, well, now I just wasted double time.
Yep.
Nice elevator start here from Frostbite, and that's where things are going to start getting out of control for Madware. You know, Madware not quite keeping pace so far, and then there's going to be a few strats coming up that Madware's likely going to opt out of, like triple jump wall kick on the Wet Dry World stars. I don't think that Frostbite will go for it, but things like Breezeless, things like, you know, slightly faster TTC Hunter coin movement, and, you know, just overall just faster movement everywhere. You don't get a 48 by just doing everything okay. You gotta also be sick of the game in terms of the strats you go for.
Yep, no, oh, absolutely. Well, I'm looking at Madware's gameplay. Madware definitely has sub 50 potential.
Oh, definitely.
PHI, what a wonderful stage to be in. Oh, Frostbite not getting the clip through the mountain. Sliding all over the place. And once again, it's little things like that which give the potential for Madware to catch up.
Yeah, it's certainly not over. I mean, Frostbite has been having some pretty cataclysmic issues, which you can probably pretty easily chalk up to, you know, lack of warm-up, but at the same time, it's not all about the warm-up, right? Super Mario 64 is a very volatile speed game, so anything can happen to anyone, regardless of skill level, warm-up.
Oh, and another mountain clip issue. Can't connect.
Yeah, this is starting to look pretty close.
I mean, yeah, if Madware can have a clean secrets and a clean... I call it the Mountain Star. I can't remember the name.
Okay, alright, that's good. Oh, not getting the clip there is unfortunate.
But getting a nice run up, a lot cleaner on the back up there than Frostbite was.
Yeah, we had a little bit of, you know, hiccups with the THI secrets at the beginning. You know, it wasn't like anything too flashy, but we weren't getting stuck in like sliding around on the slopes and getting stuck under the plank and stuff like that. That's where THI secrets can be really dicey. That or either dying, of course.
That would have been the worst spot to fall off from.
Oh my god, I thought that Frostbite was gonna fall off the edge. Okay, missing the star. Frostbite? He's kind of falling apart here. Needs to bring it together.
So there we go, it's just over a 1-star difference.
So the TTM here. First mount clip going well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, those stream likes popping up to 9 already. Okay.
Yo, let's go.
See you, chat. They told me if I stream on YouTube, I have to beg for interactions. That's the mandatory thing on YouTube.
Wait, who told you that?
They did.
Oh, not they.
Yeah, the secret YouTube government. Oh!
And a death from Frostbite. This is what Madware needs to be able to catch back up.
Yeah, if you are a Madware supporter in the chat, you are having a good time. If you are Frostbite or Frostbite supporter, hold on to your seats because it's a bit of a rough ride right now. Going for that long jump movement on the mushrooms is extremely scary. We'll see if we go for it again. Looks like we will. Okay, the long jump ending there, I think is definitely a good call. We don't want to be dying there.
Now see how Madware does with the reds.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought he was also going to go for that dive. The long jump into the instant dive, like no jump, is like actual danger zone. Going with some pretty laggy cameras there. You can definitely go close cam there and save a lot of lag. Just... Oh, okay. It's fine. It was probably fine. We're apparently giving Mr. Wah a heart attack. But other than that, it's fine. It's
Don't
actually
give me a heart attack until I'm back in my own country, please.
It's actually really hard to fall off that mushroom because there's a breeze like all the way around the mushroom. It's still possible. I've seen people do it, but you have to like actively try as Madware goes for breedless. It does not quite connect, unfortunately.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, we're not set the slander.
Unfortunate ledge grab there for Madware as Frostbite heads into SL. What was the first star we got in SL? I missed it.
I was watching Madware.
Oh man.
I believe it was a snowman's head.
What are these commentators? We let these guys in the booth, honestly.
I don't know. I think we need to speak to production.
Oh, we did Snowman's Head first, so... Good to get that out of the way early. Madware also nailing it. So no Snowman's Head meltdown for either player. Love to see that.
I'm correct, there's one last star for Frostbite. I assume that Madware finishes on 52?
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think at this PB range, it's definitely fair to not go for TTC 100. A lot of people will be like, oh, I went for TTC 100 when I started doing 70 star, or like, I did TTC 100 when I got a sub hour. It's like, yeah, you can do that, but are you going to really save time with it for pretty much the whole time? Who knows? And also, it's marginally faster. It's not like it saves like 20 seconds or something. But I would guess you're right, though. Typically, if someone's going for reds, they'll go for it before freezing, or what's it called, deep freeze.
Yeah, I mean, even now, I would save this star. I would save the bully star for last.
What is that for Madware? The slide kick into the crouch bully kill? Hello? What?
I think just wanted to show off all the movement.
That's not something I'm familiar with, but that's apparently a thing that people do.
Alright, we should be seeing 2 TTC 100s today.
Yeah, either that or one of the racers has forgotten a star, which would be a little bit scary, or one of the racers is going for Toxic Maze, which would also be pretty hilarious, but I guess an option.
Apparently slide kick bully saves 0.2 seconds and is very swaggy.
Huh. Interesting.
But it definitely looks like this is going to be one of those races, and yes, I'm going to say it, looks like it's going to come down to Tippy.
No way.
I know, right? We haven't seen a Tippy race.
70 star is going to end in Tippy? Wait, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy.
That's really wild. Nice. Oh, what? I was about to say nice triple jump box from Madware, but I don't know if that was an accidental ground pound or if he sensed some disturbance in the force there. No, I think that was just an accidental ground pound. Because to me, everything looked good about that triple jump wall kick. But maybe I'm blind.
This is true, it's still anyone's game until the final Bowser throw has been completed.
Technically. Confirmation in the chat that the ground pound was in fact a misinput.
That is very sad.
I win the commentary battle.
Well, congratulations.
I think that means I get a bonus, right?
I mean, don't we need to get paid to get bonuses?
Exposure bonus.
Let's say the cogs in your brain just then, I can hear them.
Yeah, they're getting a bit rusty. I'm getting to that age where the brain doesn't work quite as well as it used to, but...
I'm sorry, how old are you?
Very, very old.
In comparison to me?
Yes.
You're older than me?
No.
That's saying. I'm very shocked.
I think we've had this discussion before.
We may have done, yeah.
Punching the mic real quick, don't worry about it. Frostbite has already completed Black 2 bounce, so Rainbow Ride shouldn't be too big of an issue from now on, as Reds looks pretty good, a little bit of a mishap there at the end, but overall, has to be playing, has to be pretty happy with the gameplay in recent times compared to earlier, for sure.
I thought madware was going to be too far out to get onto the ledge. Come on! Come on!
Oh, that's...
Yes.
The scariest thing in the world, I'm so shocked that madware was able to recover that, because the scariest thing in the world on Black 2 bounce isn't even like not grabbing the pole at all and just continuing to jump around. It's when you grab the pole and then you fall down and you can't re-grab, because it's like almost always you're just gonna fall down all the way. Oh, the triple long jumps from Frostbite there. Alright.
Well, I had to do a second button press. Maybe as a bonus, how about you let the CCG members out of your basement for a couple of minutes?
Yeah, I don't think that's in the cards, honestly. I don't think they'd ever come back, and then I'd have to do all the commentary by myself, and yeah, that's just not a good idea.
Wait, if I keep doing commentary here, am I going to end up in the basement?
It's part of the meme, Mr. Y. You're supposed to already be in the basement.
No, I was just trying to make myself believe I wasn't. I was pretending I had freedom.
Okay, this is getting kind of weird. I don't know, man. I wasn't that committed.
Please, Seren Geek beats me. In chess.
Alright, anyways. 3DC 100 coin.
Let's
pretty
go.
hard. Pretty hard star.
Oh!
Mamma mia!
When both commentators O at the same time, that's how you know it's real.
Yeah.
Okay, the triple jump from Madware here. Madware's just kind of like balling out, not gonna lie.
It's exactly what Madware needed, was that death and TTC. I know it's at the beginning of the 100 coins, but it's enough to make, you know, it makes that a little bit closer.
Mr. Waz just wishing ill will on Frostbite. You hate to see it.
Yes. You do hate to see it. I'm not doing it.
One fall on TTC 100 though would actually tie this up here, as Madware opts to enter without grabbing the toad, so a little bit of a false equivalence there in terms of the positioning on the screen and the star counters, but... Oh, Madware. Gonna be taking
That's
a bonk... An invis wall from Frostbite there. But a really nice recovery with the triple jump dive.
Yep, I don't think there's anything that could go wrong now for Frostbite on this star. And Madware opting to not do 100 coins first, getting that TTC warm-up in before going for that movement.
So the big raid boss is out of the way for Frostbite. Does have to contend with the moving TTC movement though. Not the cleanest movement, but we got there in the end, and that's what matters, as Madware grabs yet another star here. And it's worth remembering that Madware does have that quick toad star.
Yeah.
and TTC 100 left, so see how that affects things. Frostbite will need to have some sort of major error here, though. That is not major enough, although I'm sure he's not happy about it. But madware cannot hope to just play better than Frostbite, you know, for the rest of the race and just make up all that time. There needs to be some sort of a fallen sky, perhaps, or maybe just complete malding on the last flipper, but it looks like we are going to be doing fine on that last bit. Cleanest moving star so far from Frostbite, as madware has 3 more stars to collect here in TTC.
One of which being the 100 coin star.
Yes. And opting to go for hundreds last is something that I have not really seen, but okay. It is an option. What does Frostbite have left? I think just reds, right? Yep. Stop time reds should be no problem for Frostbite. Get the nice fancy triple jump there. Okay, madware going for the fancy movement here, grabbing the blue coin switch. That I think that roll out there is the scariest looking bit, where it's like you're just rolling out over air.
Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat.
Frost is into sky here, so just has to take a leisurely stroll through sky. Doesn't have to do anything too difficult. Although he could opt to go for something like moving right side and potentially risk disaster, as he has taken a triple jump dive death.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough for madware, but he is collecting his final 2 stars here. They're going to be really quick, and then the toad star will also be pretty quick. So, like I was saying before, Frostbite just has to make it through. Still anyone's game. Yeah, if you are a commentator, you are contractually obligated to say that anything can happen in a race and it's anyone's game until the very last throw. About every 30 seconds, I think, in the commentary booth, or else...
I mean, to be fair, it is anyone's game, so I can do it.
True, yeah, this is anyone's game right now. It is about a minute difference, minute and a half difference for Frostbite as he is entering the pipe here. So would have to miss about 10 throws in order to lose, but it is anyone's game. I would have to agree.
We could see a Bowser death.
We could. It is true. I know it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but that has happened.
It has happened a few times, in fact, here at CCG. Look, the movement from madware is actually really clean so far. But that is it, the final throw from Frostbite.
$51.50, 1, 2. Yeah, called it. It's a 53. Let's go.
Still did cool. All right, here comes the throws from madware. 1, 2, and 3.
That was some really good counting, Mr. Long.
Thank you. I only know how to go up to 3 thanks to Mario.
Plenty of GG's flying in the chat. You'd love to see the support coming out from the community for both racers. Frostbite, of course, coming out with the W, but madware putting up a very valiant fight there. Coming in only, what, 53 seconds behind? No, that's not math. 50... Oh, God. It's happening.
Go on, you got this.
It's... No.
You got this. I believe in you. I believe in
I
you.
don't want to talk about it, okay?
That's 52 seconds, by the way, guys. For anyone wondering, 52 seconds separates.
I was close, okay? I was one off. It's been a while since elementary school, right? Anyways, moving swiftly along, I do believe we have both racers in the booth to talk about Mario. Frostbite,
Yep.
you just played Mario.
Oh, it was terrible.
It looked like you were having a good time. Every time I looked at your webcam, it looked like you were saying fire truck, I think, which I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I think is one of your favorite objects. So
Oh, yeah. Having a great old time.
always good to keep in mind those
I
things.
think that was the first run I've done in like 6 months, so it's okay. 51's not bad.
Not bad at all, to be fair.
No, and I mean, for not knowing you were racing until about 7 minutes before you raced, you know, you can't complain about having a few mistakes here or there, for sure.
True.
Badware, I'm gonna be honest. You
Yeah.
kept this one really close. I was not expecting it to be this close, but like we were like tied like through Fire Sea, and then even like all the way through upstairs. It was like we weren't just, you know, like being like, oh man, anything could happen in a race, until like TTC. It was like, all right, well maybe it's a little late now, but for most of the race, you were keeping it. How are you feeling about that run?
I think I had fun. It was funny to see the sync in the Tama place.
Yes.
We were like synced
That
to
was
the
sick.
frame. It was like pretty fun. I had some mistakes that like I need to check, but I think it was like a really balanced run, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Did you?
There was,
Did you?
there was goods and there was bads on both sides, and it was great to watch both of your runs.
Yeah, as Geek said in the chat, it's definitely not over yet. I mean, it's anybody's game. Oh, wait, actually, no, it's
Yep.
actually over now.
Well, no, it is still anybody's game because we both these runners still have other matches to then fight for the place in the final section of the tournament. So it is still anyone's game.
True. There are many matches coming up, which I think we have some more matches coming up tonight. I do think I made the schedule, so I should probably know that.
So we do have some more matches coming up tonight, yes. In fact, we've got one more match coming up. Well, we got two more matches coming up. I believe we've got Horror versus Bombs next. And then after that will be Frostbite again versus Cryptic.
Epic. Yeah, I think I forgot to resize the box when I made the schedule, so we have an extra 15-minute intermission. I'm just going to pretend that was because I was anticipating scheduling errors, which we didn't have, so... Sucks we were all on time. Unfortunate. Unlucky. But
And he was just having to go at me before this that I was a minute late.
True. But yeah, do keep it tuned. We will be back. There's some chill outro music or intermission music or whatever, I guess. But yeah, get a snack, use the restroom, hang out. I think I'm stuck on commentary for like the rest of the night, so yeah, you get to listen to me talk. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we'll be back in a little bit, so stick around.
Take care, guys.
GG, madware.